The Broken Toy, a story about love and acceptance. Once upon a time, there lived a little boy named Hansel. Hansel loved toys. He had cars, action figures, puzzles, and even a shiny red robot that walked and talked. But there was one toy he never played with, a small, old teddy bear with a torn ear and a missing eye. The bear's name was Tuffy, and it had been Hansel's very first toy, a gift from his grandfather when Hansel was just a baby. But now, Hansel had many new and exciting toys, and Tuffy was forgotten, lying quietly at the back of the toy shelf. Years passed, and though Hansel grew taller and smarter, Tuffy remained in the same spot, gathering dust. He sat silently, like a quiet guardian, watching over Hansel, even though Hansel never looked his way anymore. Sometimes, late at night, when Hansel felt scared or had a bad dream, he would reach for a pillow, but never for Tuffy. He had simply forgotten how special Tuffy once was. One day, Hansel's school announced a toy-sharing day. Everyone had to bring a toy to share with children at the orphanage nearby. Hansel was excited. "I'll take my robot," he said. But as he reached for it, the robot slipped from his hand and crashed to the floor. It broke into pieces. Hansel sat on the floor beside the shattered robot, tears welling up in his eyes. "It was my best toy," he whispered. His mother gently walked in, saw his sad face, and said, "Why don't you take another toy, maybe something meaningful?" Hansel looked around, trying to choose. Then his eyes fell on the dusty old bear, Tuffy. He picked it up slowly. It was soft, warm, and somehow familiar. A sudden wave of memories rushed over him. How he used to hug Tuffy when he was scared, how his grandfather used to say, "Tuffy will always protect you." His lips trembled. "But it's broken," he whispered again. His mom sat beside him and smiled gently. "Sometimes, broken things carry the most love." The next day, Hansel nervously clutched Tuffy and walked into the orphanage. The room was full of children, some shy, some laughing, but all with eyes full of hope. A little boy named Peter, sitting alone in a corner, looked up as Hansel approached. Hansel hesitated, then held out the bear. "This is Tuffy. He's old, but he's really brave. He used to protect me when I was scared." Peter slowly reached out, cradling Tuffy in his arms like he was holding something precious. His face lit up, the kind of smile that comes straight from the heart. "Thank you," he said softly. "I've never had a toy of my own before." Hansel felt a lump in his throat. At that moment, he understood something he never had before, that joy doesn't come from keeping the best things for ourselves. It comes from giving them away to someone who needs them more. That night, as Hansel lay in bed, he looked at the empty spot where Tuffy used to sit. He missed him, but in his heart, he felt something even stronger. Peace. He turned to his mom and asked, "Do you think Grandpa would be happy I gave Tuffy away?" She nodded with tears in her eyes. I think he would be proud. You didn't just give away a toy, Hansel. You gave away love. Moral of the story: sometimes, the most beautiful gifts are not the ones that are new or perfect, but the ones that carry memories, love, and a piece of your heart. Even a small act of kindness can fill someone's world with joy. Torn. Ripped or damaged by pulling apart. Example: a small, old teddy bear with a torn ear. Missing. Not there, lost or gone. Example: and a missing eye. Teddy bear. A soft stuffed toy bear for hugging. Example: the bear's name was Tuffy. Gift. Something given with love. Example: a gift from his grandfather. Forgotten. Not remembered anymore. Example: and Tuffy was forgotten, lying quietly. Gathering dust. Left unused for a long time. Example: gathering dust at the back of the toy shelf. Guardian. Someone who watches over and protects. Example: like a quiet guardian, watching over Hansel. Announced. Officially told everyone. Example: Hansel's school announced a toy sharing day. Orphanage. A home for children without parents. Example: share with children at the orphanage. Excited. Very happy and looking forward to something. Example: Hansel was excited. Meaningful. Full of importance or emotion. Example: why don't you take another toy, maybe something meaningful. Familiar. Something you know or recognize. Example: it was soft, warm, and somehow familiar. Memories. Thoughts of past moments. Example: a wave of memories rushed over him. Whispered. Spoke in a soft, quiet voice. Example: but it's broken, he whispered again. Cradling. Holding gently and lovingly. Example: cradling Tuffy in his arms. Precious. Very special or important. Example: like he was holding something precious. Hope. A wish for something good. Example: but all with eyes full of hope. Hesitated. Paused before doing something. Example: Hansel hesitated, then held out the bear. Brave. Not afraid, strong and courageous. Example: he's old, but he's really brave. Lump in his throat. A feeling of wanting to cry. Example: Hansel felt a lump in his throat. Understood. Realized or got the meaning. Example: he understood something he never had before. Joy. A strong feeling of happiness. Example: can fill someone's world with joy. Peace. A quiet, calm feeling inside. Example: in his heart, he felt something even stronger, peace. proud. Happy and pleased with what someone did. Example, I think he would be proud. Acceptance. Welcoming someone or something, even if it's not perfect. Example, a story about love and acceptance. Broken. Damaged or not in perfect condition. Example, but it's broken, he whispered again. Protect. To keep safe. Example, Tuffy will always protect you, his grandfather used to say. Special. Important or unique in a good way. Example, he had simply forgotten how special Tuffy once was. Soft. Gentle to touch, not hard. Example, it was soft, warm, and familiar. Smile gently. A soft, kind smile. Example, his mom sat beside him and smiled gently.